Cebu City, the Queen City of the South, is known for its rich culture, heritage, and enticing scenery that captures the hearts of onlookers. However, the city's beauty is being ruined by traffic and inaccessibility. Because of Cebu City's rapid urbanization and population growth, we can see more people and vehicles on the road, making it more difficult to access. We've all been stressed out by traffic before, and we don't want it to happen again. The government of Cebu City should implement solutions that focus on mobility and transportation issues in the city to provide safe, affordable, accessible, and sustainable transport systems for all. Now, I will talk about the problems that the city of Cebu is dealing with, namely its lack of investment in public transportation, walkability, and road congestion. Apart from that, I would also like to propose solutions that the government should implement that would benefit the city and its residents. The clear lack of investment in the public transportation sector of Cebu City has led citizens to favor private transport, which has drastically affected citywide traffic. There are more private vehicles found on the road compared to public transportation. A report conducted by the Cebu City Transport Office shows that 80% of vehicles on the city streets are private automobiles, and only 10% are for public transport. The local government should invest more in public transportation through modernizing jeepneys and new transit systems because it allows for cost-efficient travel. Tokyo, for example, has a dense network of trains, subways, and bus lines that are designed to go around the capital rather than just in populated areas, making commuting more convenient for residents. The city should also bring back the Libreng Sakay program to provide free transportation for marginalized commuters. This is also quite effective in reducing traffic as evidenced by Luxembourg and Germany, which have made commuting fees cheaper or even free since the beginning of the pandemic, resulting in lower congestion levels compared to the pre-pandemic period. Should these implementations come to fruition, our traveling time would be eased instantly. Spending hundreds on fuels and hours on the road would only become a fever dream. We no longer have to stress ourselves on transportation issues anymore. Another problem is the city's walkability. Walking around is more inconvenient. Consider Collins Street, where the majority of the sidewalks are occupied by vendors, leaving fewer spaces for pedestrians to pass through. Aside from these vendors, there are also electric posts and tree trunks that obstruct pedestrians. To address this problem, the government should establish stricter sidewalk usage laws, such as penalizing those who use them for unauthorized commercial and personal purposes. As shown in Haynesboro, Alaska, they have implemented ordinances to mitigate sidewalk obstruction, where it would be considered a minor offense to obstruct, conduct business, and place trash, signs, advertisements, and etc. on any sidewalk. The government should also provide street vendors with designated public areas to sell their items, such as public markets, which also help them sell their items, as the main reason people go to markets is to buy goods. Urban planning should also be considered to improve the city's walkability, as seen in Barcelona, which is built in a grid-like pattern that allows for easy navigation and access to various locations. They've also built super blocks solely for pedestrians, such as San Antonio Market. Strong laws and strict implementation of this problem's solution will result in a better and more walkable city, which improves walkability and makes walking safe, easy, enjoyable, and accessible. Another problem that the Cebu City government should address is road congestion. Numerous factors contribute to road congestion, including illegal parking on the streets, poor road networks, and narrow roads that make it difficult for vehicles to pass through. This causes heavy traffic in major areas in Cebu City. The Cebu City government should enact a law regarding car ownership among families in Cebu City, such as limiting the number of vehicles that can be owned per family. Cebu City could also emulate Metro Manila's traffic reduction strategies, such as the Unified Vehicular Volume Reduction Program or the Number Coding Scheme, which is a road space rationing program in the Philippines. During the weekdays, the Metro Manila Development Authority restricts primarily private vehicles from traveling on the road in a day based on the last digit of the vehicle's license plate. With these solutions, there would be fewer vehicles found on the road, reducing the number of traffic jams in the city. Apart from that, this would also be beneficial to the drivers because there would be less travel time. Regarding the mobility and transportation issues prevalent in Cebu City, I have presented the different problems our local society is facing, the solutions I could suggest, and the benefits that these solutions would deliver. The issue of mobility and transport systems is multifaceted and has caused great stress to people since the transportation system of the city is clearly lacking. A prompt government response is needed to address these problems. I urge the citizens of the city to be cooperative by being disciplined to the ordinances enacted by our local government, to encourage ourselves to take public transport, and as well as being patient and open-minded to the projects that our LGUs, such as the Cebu City Transportation Office and the Cebu Chamber of Commerce and Industry, will be carrying out regarding our city's public transportation, walkability, and traffic congestions. All of us have been affected by it. We were all subject to long pretentious hours on the road, wasting our time away as traffic tears upon our minds. Now that we have the opportunity to speak and to stand for an answer to this, it is now time for our voices to be heard. At this moment, we can begin the first step in solving the mobility and transportation issues of Cebu City.